All right, so here we are with Orks versus Drukhari, 40K 10th edition practice game. Our first game together?
No,
our first with Orks.
First with Orks.
Yeah. And I'll go over my deployment. It's the search and destroy deployment with deploy servo skulls mission and thankfully chilling rain again. I've got Grots in the backfield, Mozgrod Scarbad, unit of boys with the weird boy knob with power claw, 2 rockets, war boss and a unit of 10 boys knob with power claw, 10 boys knob with power claw, squig hog boys knob with head wappas kill choppa. Oh, and the war boss has follow me lads, and the Gazgul Thraka Makari and 6 Meganobs, another unit of boys in a truck, and then a unit of commandos. Jason, you want to go over your deployment real quick?
Yeah, so I got 2 units of mandrakes back here, hiding as they usually do. I have 2 units of the Scourge, so the guys with wings right here. I have 2 Ravagers, the orange guys here. And then I have a Raider full of witches. I got a Raider full of warriors. I have some Racks with their, where is he? There he is, with their homunculus. And then I have inside the building here is the Archon with a squad of Cabalites. And then also sitting off the board, I have a Void Raven bomber. And I have a guy hanging off there that's not supposed to be there. I have a Raider full of boys. So that's my list.
All right. So we're going to do a roll off for Sue goes first here. Looks like I go first. Okay, end of Orcs turn 1. We went first. The Grots, I called a wog. Grots skirted around. We end up moving the servo skull about 6 inches. Gazgul advanced, ended up controlling an objective, moved it 6 inches. These guys successfully jumped and held the objective here, moved it 6 inches. We're not successful on the charge. The truck advanced, charged into the Scourges, was not successful wounding with anything. Failed to charge, failed to charge, failed to charge. Successful charge partially, but didn't get very far because I didn't get to include a lot of the commandos. Took 1 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage off the Raider here, and didn't kill anything. Oh, Mozgrod Scarbad or whatever did take that guy down to 1.
And then at the end of your fight phase, all the mandrakes that aren't engaged get pulled.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Secondaries for Orcs on turn 1. I got assassination and bring it down. I didn't assassinate anyone. I didn't bring anybody down. I'm going to hold on to bring it down, and I'm going to get rid of assassinate. You want to recap Drukhari turn?
All right, so basically, lots of Dark Lances, blew up a couple trucks.
Here.
Yeah, one of them careened over here.
Spin a CP.
Dropped a bunch of guys. And then my Racks came in on the fight phase and cleaned them up except for 1 guy. And then my Witches jumped out. The Raider went over here and the Witches charged against your commandos and did what the witchy thing is and took them all off to summer camp.
Yeah, killed all the commandos, including Snickrot.
Yeah, and so...
took off a squig hog boy here. These guys jumped to the... These are Racks?
Mandrakes.
Mandrakes.
Mandrakes jumped in the corner to do some...
they did investigate signals, investigate signals.
And investigate signals.
And investigate signals over here. So we got 3 corners. It was just kind of accidental that I careened over here and took away his cleanse, but that allowed him to shoot with the guys inside. And that was nice. Oh, and then let's talk about what we learned about precision real quick.
I don't know if we learned learned anything.
Well, we
I
learned.
don't think we're.
Yeah, so we learned something, right?
So
Like,
basically, so over here I had like 4 precision from my homunculus, and I allocated to your war boss, and then I had like
and the war boss was already wounded.
yeah, I had like 5 attacks or something crazy that just went on the squad. And so what you did is you took all 5 of those attacks, allocated them to the war boss, killed the war boss. So my other 5 attacks with the precision that were allocated to the war boss
We're
just went
wasted,
away.
and we think that's correct. But the one wound did end up getting carried over to the knob.
And then over here I had a raider. I charged you, did tank shock, didn't do much.
Did one
And then
more.
you charged back into me, blew up the raider, and then my guys bailed out over here.
Okay, I guess that's it. And this isn't a combat going on right now, right?
No, there's no combat. He was out of combat.
All right, so the score's 14-16, Jason's favor. Orcs turn 2. Okay, in true Orc fashion, I forgot all about my secondary. I drew deploy teleport homers, which I didn't try to do, and storm hostile objective, which is right there, which I failed to do. The shooting was pretty good. I killed a lot of witches with some shooting, I think, pistols, and ended up, I don't think I actually shot with these guys, but in charge phase I did okay. I tank shot here, killed 1 or 2 racks, failed a charge here, failed a long bomb charge with Gazgul into there. Did some damage on this guy with a rocket, killed a Ravager,
Ravager, yes.
with the Beast Snagas. They're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Killed a unit of witches? Cabalites over there with Mosgrad and the Weird Boy. And MVP, as always, runts. Charged in super runts with the runt character and killed a unit of Rax. Then with the reverse football rules, I am within 6 inches of his deployment zone with this guy, within 6 inches here, within 12 inches here, scoring me 12 for primary. And I believe right now it's 26-12, I think. Maybe 26-14.
Top of turn 2.
Top of turn 2, here come the
Bombers.
Drukhari Air Force.
Yeah. The king is dead.
Long live the king.
Long live the king. My Void Rimmer bomber here came in. He just launched everything he had into Gaz's squad. And him, along with this raider back here full of Cabalites, wiped out Gaz and a good chunk of his squad.
Yeah, Gazgul's dead, plus 2 Mega Knobs.
Yeah, and so then you had a truck came in here, blew up the truck, wiped out the guys inside, and then I charged here with my witches, left 1 heroic knob left there to take on the witches, and I kind of played cagey with all my dark lances, and I whittled his boar boys down.
Yeah, the Squig Hog boys, everybody's kind of worse for wear over here.
And I had 1 lone mandrake came here, captured this objective that he had moved, and pushed it back that way. So
yeah, and then that gave him how many points for?
just 2 points.
2 points for the primary, and then like crazily, that was such a good turn for him, and I had pushed those objectives so far away. I control none. I don't control any objectives, while he controls some, and so you got, was that overwhelming force? 5 points without even trying, and then got 5 points on the other secondary as well. Which one was that?
Storm hostile.
Storm hostile objective. So now we're going into Orcs turn 3. Looking grim. Oh, it's 26-28, Jason's favor.
Yeah.
Okay, at the end of Orcs turn 3, before Drukhari, these guys end up advancing onto this objective, pushed it a little bit. The witches end up killing the knob, but my Squig Hog boys were able to kill a few witches. I drew cleanse, and my grots just made a normal move. They're actually on the first floor of the building, and they're cleansing this objective here. these guys had initially jumped to get behind enemy lines, but I realized that I needed to cleanse as well. I guess I didn't really look to see which would give me more points. I should have. I opted to cleanse and just jump to here to maybe kind of hide them a little bit from all that shooting. And then they moved that primary objective as well. He shot the only Dark Eldar guy off the board there. I believe it's 46 to 26 or 47 to 16 at this point. It'll be right down here in the corner. Now it's Drukhari's turn to table me. Turn 3. Okay, Jason. End of turn 3. Was that right? End of turn 3?
Mm-hmm.
Score's 46-35. Tell us what you did.
Well, managed to kill this guy in the hog. Can't remember his name.
Mosgrod Scarbag.
Yeah. I put a lot into him to just take him down.
Lots of Dark Lances.
Yeah. I was catching on a meeting.
It's because you're always eating.
That's
Waka,
true.
waka, 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 waka,
I
waka.
jumped out of the waka waka. I jumped out over there and deployed those guys back there so I can take the quarter. And then we just shot the hell out of all your rods.
Yep.
Your 2 herders are left.
Yep.
I did a lot of shooting over here, plus right here.
Killed zillions.
Whittled those guys down. Knocked this unit down to 1 guy.
Yeah. Killed 3 Mega Knobs.
But you finished off my witches.
Yeah, killed the witches over here on his phase. He got engaged on all fronts with 4 units in every, or 1 unit in every corner. And then you got 2 on the primary with this guy right here being within 12 inches of my deployment. And is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
Simple round.
What would we say? 46-35, my favor, but as you can see, I'm pretty thin. So I just said before I started the recording, okay, so Jason gives me, this is a pro tip. When you're down and you're facing Dark Eldar, if nobody moves, they can't overwatch. So I didn't move a muscle. So pro tip from Jason. I got take no prisoners, so I'd have to kill something, and then I also got behind enemy lines. Did I get anything for behind? No, it was the one where I have to hold home objective and something in no man's land, whatever that is. It'll be down here. But right before I went on the camera, I said, I'm barely playing this game because I didn't move, and all I did was move that objective. That's all I did. Well, I fired, but like they were basically all pistols. Missed everything. So that was my entire turn. It took like 30 seconds. I said, I'm barely playing this game, and then what did you say, Jason?
Well, that's the level of your skill.
Oh, but I am leading by a wide margin right now, just because I'm just cleaning up on primary. But he is
it's pushing those into my
Yeah.
rounds, and I'm just
Yeah.
capture them,
Yeah.
push them back. You
Yeah.
know, I got 2 turns to do that.
Yeah, this is a weird game. So Jason's probably gonna win this, but I'm way ahead.
Generally, your
The scores right here. All right, turn 4. Is it 4?
bottom 4.
Bottom 4, Jason. What were we saying?
And I'm not eating this time.
So end of Jason's turn. I remembered an Orc stratagem, played hard as nails on these guys, and I think it may have made a difference in the shooting.
Oh, big time.
He would have tabled me for sure. This is all I've got left. I've got a weird boy, and they're going to be battle shocked most likely. At the beginning of my next turn, this is turn 5 coming up. He deployed a teleport homer here, and deployed a teleport homer here. Move that wholly within move that servo skull wholly within. Move this one within 12 inches. The other one, I'm not sure where it is. The other one right here.
Oh, it's right, yeah, right there.
It's not within 12. So I'm still leading. I think it's 65-55.
Yeah.
But I have these guys at the beginning of my turn, and they are battle shocked. So yeah, there's that. I actually, you know what? I have like 7 command points. He should probably let
I
me.
think you're. Oh yeah, 7.
Yeah, 7 or 8. So because I don't know any of the orc stratagems.
You can't use stratagems.
I can't use stratagem anymore because I have to already rolled it. I see. Okay, yeah, we're prepping. So so they're battle shocked, and I don't deserve to win this game. I really don't. Look at all this Dark Eldar stuff. We'll get back after Orcs' turn. 5. Okay, so Orcs. That was a quick turn. Orcs were going to move because they are battle shocked. They were going to move from here to there. And then Jason said, because I forgot again after he told me and let me take it all back last round, that I'm not supposed to move because then he could overwatch. Well, he was going to overwatch with this thing against those 2 guys. And I said, good game. So I'm going to let Jason score. So my score is going to be right here, and then Jason's going to move things around and score up. We scored me up. He missed with his first Overwatch, but got me with the second Overwatch when I tried to charge, and I just looked at the score now. I don't remember. 75 to 50?
77 to 55.
77 to 55, my favor. I don't have any...
Even in death, you still score.
I should have done the stupid... There's all kinds of... Now I'm starting to remember the stratagems for orcs. Like I could fight with death and like all kinds of stuff. Anyway, the mission definitely favored me. But Jason's got to make up 22 points here. It's going to be rough.
We'll see with my secondaries.
Yeah, so we're going to draw Jason's secondaries and we're going to work to a victory for Jason so he can keep the Sippy Cup of Glory.
Master of suspense over there.
Okay, so with the cards Jason has and moving the tokens around, he hasn't done this yet. We're just pontificating. The final score would be 77 Grover, 76 Jason.
No way.
No. Like, so the other option, there is one path to victory. And if you spend command points until you get capture enemy outpost, that would put you in the lead by 2. And I think you have like 2 command points. But right now he's fulfilling all of his secondaries for 10 points. And he's getting 8 points for the objective that's well within, and then 2 points and 2 points. So he's getting 12 points there. So he's getting 22 points.
And then I got 10 points off of the 2 objectives, or off of the 2 secondaries.
Yeah, so 32 points.
Yeah. So I was 55.
So we can just leave it up to the luck of the dice, see if you spend all your CP. But it may be, you might get a bad one and like be out of your CP and not get capture enemy outpost.
Here's the deal, okay? You played a good game. You got first turn and you pushed super hard in on me, and I just couldn't chew through your hordes fast enough to grab the service.
Couldn't chew through my hordes.
Well, fast enough.
There's no orcs left on the table.
Right, I couldn't chew through them fast enough to grab those serval skulls and push them back. So I think the victory is yours.
I appreciate that, but I do not feel that I deserve the victory, as I got totally tabled. And I even forgot to spend CP, and I forgot to frickin' do any of my secondaries on turn 1.
So see, so you didn't do any of your secondaries, and you didn't spend CP. So that just shows that you can be half asleep, barely paying attention, spend no CPs.
I feel that if I take the sippy cup from you, it would impugn my honor as a gentleman. So I do not feel that it's appropriate for me to take the sippy cup of glory.
Well, then I think what we can do is we can say it's too close to call.
Too close to call.
And then, like, we can have
a
showdown.
A showcase showdown. I'm going to take a spin on the wheel. Good
Thank
game.
you, my friend. I enjoyed the game, as always.
Goodbye, my sweet cub. Parting is such sweet sorrow. I have failed you. Perhaps one day we'll be together again.